Hello, my name is Ray Lopez. I'm a realtor here in Orlando, Florida, and I work for a company called Keller Williams, and we cover the greater Orlando area.
Ray, why is downsizing emotionally difficult for seniors?
Well, just in general, I guess as Americans, we happen to have stuff. And when I have a chance to talk to seniors, a lot of times the senior is going to be going from, let's just say the average house in America is 2,000 square feet. A lot of times they're going to an area that's going to be 600, 700, 800 square feet. So they're going to have to get rid of a lot of things that they're emotionally attached to. So I understand that there's a lot of separation anxiety from your stuff. And that's what we try to help them do. But with our group, what's nice is we do have a downsize and declutter expert. We have a person that can do online auctions. We have a mover. So our group, the goal is to make sure that there's an easy button, and that's what we specialize in.
What mistakes do families make before selling a senior's home?
Just in general, whether you're a senior or not, a lot of times you think a lot of your house. You've lived in it for on average. Nowadays, it's 10 years before somebody moves. So in that time, you have created a lot of memories. And a lot of times you think that the way you're living is the best way you can sell your house or for top dollar. So what's nice is we can come in there and we can give you ideas on things you can do to spruce up your house and make it more appealing, and also help you with the market, like when you should sell it, when you should maybe rent it. A lot of times when people are thinking about selling mom and dad's house, they don't know the market because they might not be from the area. So it's very, very important to have a local expert help you, guide you through that process.
What updates are not worth doing before listing?
At changing anything that's larger, so for instance, flooring is tough unless it's carpet. Old, worn out carpet, depending on what time of year, sometimes you clean it and you try to make it look the best that it can. Of course, at a certain price point, the house has to appeal a certain way. That's where your local realtor expert comes in, and they give you ideas on what you should spend money on. So for instance, we are in, right now in 2026, we're in a soft market. So sellers really need to try to make their house present as well as possible. So what does that look like? It looks like landscaping. It might be painting the front door. Little low-cost things to make the house appeal the most it can without spending a lot of money and or getting into a certain niche. Like, hey, I want dark cabinets versus white cabinets. You know, these are the kind of things that we want to help you with to get top dollar in today's market.
How do you help make transitions less overwhelming?
We have a system. Because we created this group about 2.5 years ago, we have a whole system of, when you first contact us, we have a concierge. Her name is Terry Neal. And her job is to it's like an intake form. What do you need? Because we need to do a needs analysis for you. Most people feel more comfortable if there's a process, and we have that process. It starts with Terry. If you need a free moving quote, we have that. If you need to know mom and dad or what's around as far as senior living goes, what does it cost? What do they have? Do they take VA benefits? Do they take Medicare, Medicaid? So we have all these people. Maybe mom and dad just need to age in place. Maybe you just need somebody to help them with their meds, take showers. We have Gina with Comfort Keepers that is a aging in place specialist. So we have all these folks in this process, but it all starts with Terry, and it is a process to where mom and dad can get to where they need to go as easy as possible.
What are today's Orlando market conditions for seniors?
Well, the good thing is we are in the middle of we're on the front end of what's called a silver tsunami. And Orlando is a lot like most cities in America. We are starting to see a lot of seniors aging. We call it aging out. And what that means is they've been in their house for a long time and they're moving to the next stage of their life. The market conditions in general, whether you're a senior or a first-time home buyer, we are a little bit higher than normal in inventory in 2026. Not a ton, nothing like 2008, 9, and 10. But what that means is we need to make the senior's house appealing to sell it at a value that would make them happy, because a lot of times seniors, the bulk of what they have in net worth is in their house. So it's my job as the realtor to get them as much money to help them to the next stage of their life.
What options exist besides selling immediately?
Selling immediately is a term. With that needs analysis, when I actually go and sit down with the family and or the senior, my job is to see if, there are instances where if we make this house a rental, it's better for the senior. So for instance, the average rent in Orlando is sitting right at around $24.50. Okay, let's just say that we can rent the house and they have $24.50 coming in. Let's say they net it down after a management fee and they're making $2,000 a month. Well, let's say that they go to a care center and it's $4,000 a month. The difference in that is $2,000 a month, so it makes it makes it more affordable. Sometimes it's better for them to rent the house instead of sell the house. That's what we help them do. Sometimes it's let's get past this period of time, because in our real estate market, there are months that is the prime time to sell, and there's months that aren't the prime time to sell. And we need to know exactly what fits your needs as a senior.
What should adult children know before helping parents move?
They should know the whole picture of what mom and dad need. Adult kids, usually, a lot of times, are from a different area of the country. So they don't know the local area. They don't know the condition of the house a lot of times. They might have visited. My job as a real estate agent is to come over and give advice as to when's the best time to sell, what should be done. Have you thought about this? Most people like options, and that's our job, is to give you options. Age in place, move, stay, rent. The more options the family has, the better. And then we can help them make the most intelligent choice.
How do you coordinate all the moving parts?
Well, again, we're lucky enough to have a Terry. Terry is our concierge, and she kind of keeps us in line with, it starts here. Terry will say, okay, we need the financial planner. We need the online auction person, because they have a lot of things that they think might be worth money. And she can actually help the family get in touch with those people first. Once it comes to real estate, I get involved. Once it comes to rentals, Chris Rich gets involved. So having a Terry, having a system in place to where it's an easy button really makes it easy for the family.
What creates the smoothest transition?
The smoothest transition is something that doesn't upset the senior. So sometimes the family makes decisions. So for instance, when I'm negotiating a real estate transaction, yes, I talk to the kids a lot of times, but once we figure out exactly what's right, I make sure that I talk to mom or dad, because ultimately we have to remember it is their house and they're giving up a lot of freedom, because not that they can't go anywhere, but it's just different. They're used to living independently. Now they're going to be living amongst people. So I want them to feel like every step of the way that they have control of their life as much as possible. Even when we close, we actually go to them and make it as convenient as possible for mom and dad.
What does right sizing really mean?
Right sizing means that it's really about exactly what the senior needs. So for instance, you got downsizing, which is basically, you can go from a house or a bigger house to a smaller house, or a house to a condo or a townhome. A lot of times right sizing means that they're going to go to a care facility. And inside of a care facility, you can have 1 bedroom, you can have an efficiency, you can have 2 bedrooms. It's really about what mom and dad are willing to do to live in the next stage of their life comfortably. And again, it's kind of like I learned a long time ago being married. If everybody's happy, everybody gets along.
Final question, Ray. If someone watching this is overwhelmed and doesn't know where to start, what would you tell them?
What I would say is look for a group of people that specialize in senior care. Okay. We have 8 different individuals in our group. Each one of us specialize in a certain business. We came together 2.5 years ago to make it easy. I wouldn't say that we're for everybody, but a lot of times we are a great solution for most families. Look us up. We got a lot of content online. And if we fit exactly what you need, we'd love to talk to you.